The DCCC, which is the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, launched what they're calling a university, and here's how NBC News is referring to it. Yeah, that's embarrassing. It's an American Idol campaign school. They're trying to find the future Democratic staffers. But let me read you a portion from the middle of the piece so you can see what this is really about here. They say, class was in session for the first time Wednesday evening at a Union Hall in Austin, Texas. Gold and other veteran operatives, Democratic operatives, walked about 40 students through a 3-hour 101 level course, introducing them to the nitty-gritty of campaign management. Gold taught a course on Rolodex fundraising, the art of mining a candidate's social network for potential donors, and he led another one on how to get the most bang for the buck from campaign consultants who do much of the behind-the-scenes work on congressional campaigns. Two officials with the Texas Democratic Party offered lessons on how to write and maintain a campaign budget and stay within the law while doing it. And students heard from local congressmen and other DCCC officials. Okay, yeah. They can't help themselves, man. They're an embarrassment. The Democratic Party is an embarrassment. The corporate Democrats are so smug and they're so convinced they got it on lock, and they're just a shell of human beings. You're putting the cart before the horse, you idiots. We're going to have a school that's like an American Idol school, and we're going to find the future Democratic stars and the staffers, and it's going to be great. And then what do? The first day, they jump right into, okay, so let me tell you how you guys can search for donors and get money. Okay, look, don't get me wrong. The way the system functions right now, if you want to be involved politically, unfortunately, you have to raise money. I wish it wasn't the case. I wish we had public financing of elections, clean elections. We do not have that right now. So you have to raise money from somewhere. The question is from where? The corporate Democrats have answered that question with, we're going to go to corporations, we're going to go to billionaires, we're going to use PACs. So they went right back to the method and the strategy that was the problem to begin with. That gave us Donald Trump, that gave us the Democratic Party wiped out at every single level. Now, Justice Democrats, on the other hand, we've decided we're going to go right to the people. We don't allow corporate money, PAC money. We don't want billionaire money. We want money from regular people to try to fund a grassroots movement to take over, then get money out of politics and push for stuff like single payer, making the minimum wage a living wage, free college, ending these unnecessary offensive nation-building wars, ending the drug war, legalizing marijuana. I mean, we want to push for the things that the American people want and that progressives have been screaming about for ages now, and the Democratic Party has just ignored them. But they start this goofy-ass American Idol-like search to find new stars day one. All right, let's jump right into what, the money. How do we raise from people, and how do we go through their social media accounts and look for people? And then also, there was a very, misleading, sly thing that they put in here where they say they're going to teach lessons on how to write and maintain a campaign budget. So you say, okay, that seems normal, right? But they say, and stay within the law while doing it. That's a weird line to put, right? Why would you put that? Well, stay within the law. What are you talking about? If you're doing a budget, what? No, because the DCCC and corporate Democratic hacks, they have to skirt the few remaining campaign laws. So they want to take money from corporations. They want to take money from billionaires. They want to raise from PACs. But, there's still some rules left. So when they say stay within the law, what they're talking about is how to raise more money than you're allowed to raise through various avenues and still somehow legally get it to your candidate and get it to doing what you want it to do. This is like, let me give you an example of this. This is like Hillary Clinton. You're technically by law, your campaign is not allowed to coordinate with a super PAC. Now, because they say a super PAC is independent expenditures. So as long as there's no coordination between campaign and super PAC, the super PAC can, spend unlimited amounts of money. There are rules for how much a campaign can spend. A super PAC, unlimited. But guess what? There's workarounds, and of course there's communication between the campaign and the super PAC, and they kind of direct the direction the super PAC is going to go in, and they help them with ads, which is why oftentimes you see these ads, like Mitch McConnell released that ad everybody laughed at recently, where it's just him, there's no audio, and it's just him, like, smiling on his desk, fucking, throwing a ball outside or some shit with somebody, and then what happens is his PAC takes that, and then they add the audio. And they go, what, there was no coordination, what? We just happened to release a video that has Mitch McConnell saying nothing, and the PAC happened to find it and then use it. So there's always coordination. This is what they're referring to. How do you skirt the few remaining campaign finance laws? So the Democratic Party, after being wiped out, largely because they took all this corporate money and they're viewed as sellouts, they're teaching classes to find the next Democratic stars, and on day one they go, let me show you guys how to skirt the remaining campaign finance laws. That's the problem! That's the problem! You're not principled. The fucking DNC, they had a vote after Hillary had already lost, after the Democrats got wiped out from coast to coast at every level of government, and they voted to what? Keep taking corporate money to the DNC. And then they have the nerve to say, and we saw headlines, we covered the articles. Tom Perez, the new DNC head, DNC trying to court millennials and big money donors. They're mutually exclusive, you legendary dipshits. Pick one or the other. You want the millennials? Or you want the big money donors? We've decided who we want over at Justice Democrats. We want millennials. We want people. We want real people, regular people who just want to make the country a better place and just want to make it so that the U.S. is not the only modern nation that doesn't have single-payer health care. We want to make it so people have a living wage, so if you work full-time, you make enough money to survive. I mean, they've learned nothing, and they've doubled down on the wrong strategy, and they've exposed themselves as perennially corrupt. They're just sellouts. All they do is represent corporate America. Can you imagine, man? I mean, what kind of... How sad. They're a house of cards. They're going to reach out. All right, guys, let's, time for us to do a movement. Can you donate? People are going to be like, fuck yourself. Because you're also taking money from Wall Street, and you're also taking money from big corporations and billionaires. You think millennials, young leftists who want to be involved, they're going to go to an established institution that is just packed with old money, corporate money, big donor money, and they think that this institution is what, going to hold on to their principles? I mean, this is why the corporate Democrats don't push for Medicare for all. This is why they don't push for free college. Because they're bought and owned by corporate America. So, come on, man. Who are you kidding? And they think that they could just put lipstick on a pig, and by saying things like, this is an American Idol-like competition, that millennials will be like, oh, I liked American Idol. Oh, I guess I should partake in this. I mean, this is like, all right, people, what I want you to do is Pokemon go to the polls. Like Hillary said when she was running. No, people went, no, your millennial outreach is to basically fucking pander to us and be condescending and treat us like brainless idiots who follow trends without caring about real issues. Like we're sitting there. The next person who mentions Tamagotchis or yo-yos certainly has my vote. No, we care about fucking student loan debt because a lot of millennials are up to their eyeballs in debt that they can't get out of because of our shitty system that put them in the hole before they get out in the real world. They care about medical bills. They care about creating an economy that looks out for regular people, working people. I mean, what a sick... They'll never fucking learn. We got to make them learn. JusticeDemocrats.com, guys. I can't take this anymore. I mean, you think I want to come out here on a daily basis and have to shit on the Democrats like this? I don't, but... What else am I supposed to do? Pretend this is good? Pretend, oh yeah, the American Idol, great idea. You're going to get so many people that help you with that. And by the way, keep taking corporate money and billionaire money and everything will be great. And go back on everything that's supposed to be a progressive value. Go back on Medicare for all. Go back on making the minimum wage a living wage. Go back on being against wars. Yeah, everything's great. No, you got to fucking care about the issues. Stop being corrupt and rebuild from the ground up, and you'll have... The people are waiting. They're waiting for a real thing to happen. And that's what we're here to do. JusticeDemocrats.com, guys. Go sign your name in support of the movement. We're running candidates. It's really happening. There's training and vetting going on right now. So sign your name in support of the movement, and let's keep going here, because this stuff drives me crazy. I mean, I can't even sufficiently explain, even though I've just been talking about it for fucking however long already in this segment. I can never sufficiently put into words how angry this makes me. Because the corporate Democrats were given all the evidence in the world that they're the fucking problem. And their answer is to double down on that strategy, and in many instances get even worse. You know, we thought Hillary Clinton was bad. You got so many corporate Democrats now view, Joe Manchin is our only hope. So in other words, Democrats who are just Republicans, who do everything Donald Trump wants, don't stand for any progressive or democratic values, liberal values, and yeah, just concede. So why even fucking bother to say you're an opposition party? Just go fucking join them. We'll be here fighting for the real revolution, which is a populist left grassroots uprising.